Greetings, everyone. We are from the group known as the Mathletes, and this is our take on the engineering management assignment on third culture kids. For the purpose of this assignment, we have chosen Ruth Van Rieken, a third culture kid leader, on ways of benefiting economically or politically. The following are the contents of this assignment: the introduction, her background story, discussions, where we see the contributions, FIGT organization, economic and political influence, and lastly, conclusion. Touching on the background story, Ruth Van Rieken, as a USA citizen raised in Nigeria, she is the second generation of third culture kids. The high mobility of a family lifestyle causes significant losses on a cross cultural level. Feeling the loss at home, country, and land that she deeply cares about but isn't officially hers leads to this unresolved grief. After realizing that she was part of this community, she also began her journey journaling the anecdotes of TCK around the world, including her own, in hope of helping others know that their experience of being a child who must live in a life of constant transition is not necessarily unfavorable.
First contribution is journalism. She began her journey journaling the stories of third culture kids worldwide, including her own, in hope to help others know that their experience of being a child that must live a life of constant transition is not necessarily unfavorable circumstances. One of her most renowned books that she has written is Third Culture Kids Growing Up Among Worlds. Thus, she gains attention from her books that many people can relate to, which then enables her to her second contribution, which is organizing seminars or talks about the third culture kids throughout the world. Ruth Van Recken, life work earns her honorary Doctor of Letters degree from Wheaton College in 2019. Her reputation then allows her to her third contribution, which is forming families in global transition, also known as FIGD. Let's dive deep into her organization, which is Families in Global Transition, FIGD. FIGD is a community platform of globally mobile individuals, families, and those who support them. They give anyone the tools required to thrive by providing professional, personal, and academic connection. In 1997, Ruth Van Recken co-founded this platform after a few exchanges with her colleagues while discussing David Pollock's manuscript. Through FIGD, she has influenced admissions and transition policies in international schools, including contributions to Educational Collaborative for International Schools, ECIS admissions, committees, and professional development standards.
Following her achievement and contribution, she has benefited in both political and economic aspect. In political aspect, as her as a TCK who live in a mobile lifestyle, she is very familiar with a mobile with a different political systems. Therefore, she was able to influence emissions and transition policies in international schools. Most notably is her contribution to Educational Collaborative for International School (SGIS) emissions, communities, and professional development standard. She is also a co-founder of Family in Global Transition Community. From a economic perspective, her insight on a TCK journey in a third culture kids growing up among worlds has made that book as a Nicholas Braley publishing bestseller. With her influence also, she traveled worldwide to give speeches and earned a professional fee for it. And she was a past chairperson of a FIGT board, and now she continuing her career as a vice chair of governing board Safe Passage across networks. There, she worked as a global consultant to help the mobile person or families.
To summarize, the third culture generation, also known as third culture kids, are individuals who spend a significant part of their childhood outside their parents' home culture. This is often due to their family's international work, such as military, diplomacy, or business. Third culture kids will have completely different exposure and experience compared to ordinary kids in terms of education, culture, social lifestyle, and identity. Their childhood experiences allow them to navigate multiple languages, customs, and value systems, which make them successful global networkers. Ruth Van Recken is one of the third culture kids known for writing a book called Third Culture Kids Growing Up Among Worlds. As a co-founder and chairperson of Families in Global Transition, she was passionate to contribute to the community by providing emotional and psychological support for the third culture kids and their parents. That's all from me. Thank you.